Hello and welcome to my new video. Today we are going to learn how to change DNS on absolutely any smart TV. I will demonstrate this method on 3 different TVs, but before we get started, here's some theory for us to learn. So in order to successfully change the DNS, we must know 2 things. First one, we must find out the internal IP address of our TV. I will certainly show you how to find it out. The second thing we must know, the DNS change can be done in the network settings of our TV by setting up a static IP instead of DHCP, which I will also show you how to do. Also, keep in mind that obviously on different TVs, the user interface might be different, but the idea still remains the same. Thus, the process should still be similar. Okay, so with no further ado, let's start with the demonstration. So here I have a Philips TV, which runs on the Google TV operating system. So the first thing I must do is find out the internal IP. For this, I am going to go to the settings and go to the Ethernet settings, since my TV is connected via Ethernet cable. In case it's Wi-Fi, you should select Wi-Fi. And if I go down in the newly appeared menu a little bit, here I can see the IP address. So what we must do now is remember this number, as we will need it for the next step. So the next step is actually changing the DNS. For this, I will go to the IP settings. Keep in mind that on different TVs, this section might be named differently. In the IP settings menu, I must select static instead of DHCP. In the next step, I must enter the IP address we just noted down from the previous step. As you see, I have a pre-filled IP address here, but it's wrong. Sometimes TVs actually have the right IP address pre-filled, but in my case, I'll have to delete the old one and enter the correct one. After entering the correct IP address, now we must provide the gateway. Right here, we must enter the very same IP address, but instead of the last number, we must enter the number 1. My IP had 129 as the last number, so instead of 129, I will provide number 1. In the prefix length, leave the default number, and finally, it's time to enter the DNS you prefer. I will use the standard Google DNS. And that's it. DNS has been successfully changed. Now let's move to another TV. As you see, the user interface is completely different on my other old TV, but the idea is the same. Let's go to Settings and find Network Settings. Since this TV is also connected via Ethernet cable, I will select Ethernet. Right here, we can see the default DHCP is selected, so we are going to switch to manual. But before that, let's remember the IP address, which we will need for the next step. Remember that on my previous TV, the change was from DHCP to static. Well, that's what I was talking about. That on different TVs, the interface will be different, and various menu items can be named differently too. Right here, instead of static, we have manual. So let's enter all the details, the IP address, the gateway, which is the IP address, but with the number 1 as the last number, and the DNS numbers. You probably noticed that on this TV, the correct IP address was pre-filled correctly. And it's done. I have successfully changed DNS on my other TV. And now let's move on to my third TV. As you see, the interface is different again, but the idea is the same. Let's go to the settings menu. Select Network and Internet. And if we scroll down below, we can find the internal IP address. Let's remember it. In this TV, we must go to IP settings and change from DHCP to static. Further steps are self-explanatory, applying the noted down IP address, gateway, and finally the DNS. And that's it. I hope you found this video useful. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section below. I try to answer all of my comments. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more useful content. Bye-bye.